This show is supported by Blue Land. We hear a lot about microplastics in oceans and food, but they can also come from products we use every day at home, like cleaning products. If you're trying to be more mindful about microplastics, check out Blue Land. Blue Land makes dish soap, laundry detergent, and other household products that are 100% plastic-free. Their formulas are also made without dyes, parabens, or harsh chemicals. Instead of repeatedly buying plastic bottles, you just use tablets, making it an easy way to cut down on waste at home. Blue Land is a certified B Corp and Leaping Bunny cruelty-free certified. Their formulas are EPA's Safer Choice certified, and many products have also earned Cradle to Cradle's Gold Material Health Certificate. Make the switch today. Get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/PRX. That's blueland.com/PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcaster who's here to keep you money. Keep you money. Makes me think of that Beatles song, but I don't know why that keep you money. You're so money. It's time for Sleep With Me, the podcast. Maybe it's Miss Moneypenny. There's a brief mention of Miss Moneypenny in the musical Rent, which I saw last weekend 4 times. So maybe that's it. And there's a reason why I say that is because it comes up in this episode. So welcome to Sleep With Me. It's a podcast to take your mind off stuff and keep you company so that you could fall asleep, to be your friend in the deep, dark night. And what we got coming up is support so the show can be free for everybody. Then there's a long, meandering intro meant to ease you into bedtime. And then there'll be a bedtime story. Tonight it'll be about the musical Rent. This is all as a part of a fundraiser for Orlando Park Stop that benefits the Trevor Project. And you could support it by using the link in our show notes. It's been going on all the entire month of June. So, yeah, that's, what do you say we slow down and get on with the show? Hey, everybody, Scoots here, and I'm checking in with you in the deep, dark night, and I'm talking about my goals for the show. And my goal is to have this podcast here and free for anybody to discover it, for anybody to count on it, so that it can help people. People like you in the deep, dark night. Bring you comfort, bring you relief, maybe bring you sleep, maybe sleepy joy and delight. Maybe it lets you feel less alone. Or maybe you don't even listen to it. It's just a friendly drone in the background. My goal is to be here for you night after night, year after year, or on call as needed, and to keep these shows coming out and available to anybody. Now, Pascal recently signed up to support the show and said that they thought I was an old retired dude just doing this in my free time until they realized how many people and how much work it takes to make a podcast like this. And then Pascal said, you know, I've spent tons of money on useless CRA to the P and stuff I didn't even need or never even worked. Man, I have to support this podcast. It's common sense. So if you share those goals, if you want to be a part of this thing, like Pascal, this show has brought you comfort, relief, made you feel less alone in the deep, dark night. You do like it being around. You do want to see it here long into the future. Please, right now, consider supporting the show, because if you're the one almost ready to go, you're the only one listening. It really does come down to you. If you share those goals, supporting the show right now. And that's by going to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus, signing up to support the show, or writing yourself a note, putting it on where you get out of bed to spread the word about the show or support the show tomorrow. So I'd love it for you to be a part of this, either by spreading the word or supporting the show at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Thanks. All right, everybody, this is Scoots, and this is this episode. You'll be hearing this during our fundraiser, which I'm recording this way ahead of time, but it's going to be our fundraiser with Alicia Stella, and it's a Park Stop Hate fundraiser, and it raises money for the Trevor Project. And I don't exactly know what, like, you'll hear it in the intro and stuff like that of how we're supporting them. I'm recording this ahead of time. Yeah, it's going to be recorded way ahead of time. But I had an idea for the episode. So please, however I asked earlier in the episode, consider supporting this amazing fundraiser that benefits the Trevor Project. And there's lots of ways you can support directly, or there's auction. So there's a lot of cool stuff. So this is an episode idea I had. I did one of these a long time ago where I brought my Brainbots. Musicals come up on this show from time to time. And, or theater. So I'd brought Brainbots and Macbeth or Hamlet. I can't even remember. Hamlet, I believe. But this is going to be, I had an idea about Brainbots, the musical Rent, and theme parks. And we'll see if we can bring this idea together. But the reason I'm thinking about Rent is I saw 4 performances this weekend. My daughter was in a cast of Rent, and there's 2 different casts. And I don't know, I always, especially when I see in a musical more than once, it really, the story hits me each time at a different level, and especially seeing different performers doing the roles. And so I'm going to read about the musical Rent because it's kind of interesting this time period, and it came out when it came out. And then, how people's smiling faces, things causing people to frown then, and things causing people to frown now. But the messages in there, some of them will come up when I go through the Wikipedia article, but I feel like there's other themes in there that really struck me as important. And it struck me as important in a way when I talk about Brainbots, right? Which are these, to me, like a kinder word I use. The professional word is maladaptive parts of me. Or parts of me that never grew up or tools I had as a child that were tools I designed as a child. And those Brainbots usually have one single function, and they seem to activate at bedtime, a lot of them. And they have very strong belief systems and belief in their own ability. And I just thought it was interesting, some of the themes, how the themes of Rent run... not in opposition or contradictory to my Brainbots, but that offer them a different glimpse of how to live life. That's what music and art kind of do anyway. So let's read through it just in case you're unfamiliar with Rent, or I can refamiliarize myself with some facts, and then we'll go from there. And, this could have, I'm going to try to, this is about fundraising for the Trevor Project. And while the mission of Rent was parallel to that, it's gonna bring maybe I'll try to soften everything as much as I can and make it as sleepy as I can, but I'm not perfect. So Rent is a rock musical. This is from Wikipedia. So again, and it's Rent in caps, all caps. But it's a rock musical. This is according to Wikipedia, because I don't know what does rock musical mean. Let's just double check. Musical theater work with rock music. Music, lyrics, and book by Jonathan Larson. It's loosely based on La Boheme by Puccini, which is an opera from 1896, which was based on a novel from 1851, Scenes of Bohemian Life. And it tells the story of a group of artists trying to create life in Lower Manhattan's East Village in the thriving days of the Bohemian culture of Alphabet City, and a lot of the characters are dealing with HIV and AIDS. And it was first started in 1993 at a workshop off Broadway, the New York Theater Workshop, and that's where it premiered in 1996. And Jonathan Larson was watching that premiere from the big farm in the sky. And then the musical moved to the Nederlander Theater on Broadway in April of 96. And it was very acclaimed, won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama, Tony for Best Musical. It was one of the longest shows on Broadway, and was there on Broadway till 2008. It also, there was several national tours. It was a motion picture in 2005. And I believe there was also one of those, what are those live on TV ones? But I'm pretty sure about that. Okay, so let's see. In 88, Billy Aronson wanted to create a musical based on Puccini's La Boheme, and then Jonathan Larson began composing, and the two composed together on Santa Fe, the song that would become Rent, and I Should Tell You. And Larson kind of was the one who suggested the East Village setting and feel. And it was just down the street from where he lived in the village. And he also came up with the show's title. Aronson was not sure about the title, but then Rent said, hey, the word rent also has more than one meaning. In 91, he asked if he could take it. Larson asked Aronson if I could move forward with this, and there was pretty big expectations. Larson had big dreams about this. A rock opera for the MTV generation. Okay, and then Larson was focused on it, Waiting Tables, the Moondance Diner, and over the course of years, Larson wrote hundreds of songs, made many changes to the show, which in the end contained 42 songs, and then moved forward. And the 94 version had versions of songs that never made it to the final version. And the workshop version did have some of the original cast. Anthony Rapp and Daphne Rubin Vega as Mimi, and Anthony Rapp played Mark. And the show debuted 100 years after Puccini's opera. Let's see, the first preview of Rent was a sing-through of the musical in Larson's memory. That was January 25th, or that would have been January 26th, 1996. And sources, La Boheme. Oh, they show the kind of differences between the characters. But Mimi, Roger, Mark, Maureen, Angel, Tom, Joanne, and Benny are the main characters. Let's see, what else would we need to know? I mean, it was semi-autobiographical, according to this, for Larson. He was working Waiting Tables as he was trying to make this, and so it's kind of a sacrifice of stability for art, and shared some of the same hopes and fears of his characters. Let's see what else we got here. There's a lot in the Wikipedia article. I don't know if I even want to go through the plot or anything. Let me see if I can find the songs, because I think that's the most important thing about the Brainbots. So, yeah, so from here we'll go, where should we go with this? Let's go, let me read through the songs and then see which songs hit me as, like, important, and then maybe we'll circle back. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. That's, like, how Sleep With Me works, right? All right, so first is, like, Mark Roger tune-up song. Then there's, like, these voicemails, which seems quaint now. I mean, we still have voicemails, but not ones that are played out loud. And that's kind of a theme of the parents. Then another tune-up song, then the song Rent, and that kind of has to do with, like, so I guess that would, if we did say this was not one of the new themes I got out of it, but I would say Rent in this sense from a Brainbots perspective, which is different than the musical, like, because Brainbot came from a place, the Brainbot is all or nothing thinker. So this would be the, I don't know what the right word is, the rent Brainbot. It's like, yeah, you got to pay the rent. It's got to be paid on time. That's one of our jobs. And this must be done. So, I don't know. We'll come back to that one. I don't know. Like, so that would be like, what ride would my rent Brainbot, faux responsible Brainbot? But that doesn't sound very nice, even though that is like well, maybe we'll think of a name for it, but I don't know if Rent, it is a Brainbot that's very sternly responsible, I would say, but Sternbot. Yeah, Sternbot. Okay. Maybe let me take some notes on another page here because I don't want to lose this. This is like stuff we've never done before. So yeah, the Sternbot has a kind of very all or nothing view of responsibility and stuff like that. Okay, You Okay, Honey is when Angel meets Tom, and I really like the usage of Angel, and especially when I seen this, like I saw 3 full performances and then the second act a 4th time, and I don't know, I like it when something is like hidden in plain sight, like an Angel, the name Angel, and a callback to Angel. But Angel definitely, so Angel probably is the one. I mean, I guess some of this would be spoilers. If you like, Angel really is like in the show, like the glue. Or more of a magnet that brings things together, and then I don't know. It's like Angel has a gravitational pull, but not from just personality. Because even in this first scene, I was really breaking it down because I was seeing it. Like Angel's first action is to check in and help Tom. Then they like develop they develop a romantic connection, but it's like even that's developed in a playful way. So like Angel's ability to help people through play, and then Angel has priorities because Angel's going straight to like a meeting, and Angel and Mark are both positive, and they're both like, so they kind of share that, but that becomes a very important part of all the themes, on the surface of the story, but also obviously underneath, and I mean, hard to quite sleepify, but it's true. Like, it is like, it lends itself to the reality of the story, but also like the, ability. Anyway, I'm talking too much about theory, like not Angel. So Angel, I do not have an Angel brain bot, but so Angel is very focused on, or Angel has an ability to bring everything and everybody together, but also is focused on caring and participating in life. So yeah, okay, so Christmas carols, okay, then Tune Up 3, One Song Glory. So I don't like, so let me think about Roger and Mimi. So Roger is like a rocker, and Mimi lives upstairs, and so like it's kind of like there's these 3 different relationship stories happening between Tom and Angel, Roger and Mimi, and then Joanne and Maureen, with kind of Mark on and Mark is I know Mark's connected to every relationship in a sense, but so Roger and Mimi's One Song Glory. I don't know. Let me think about this. Then we had Light My Candle with Mimi and Roger, which is very it's a cool song because I relate to it as somebody that had to change my had to get sober, but it's also this very flirtatious song that makes your back sweat. So then there's voicemails from parents. Today for you, Tom Collins is Tom's name. Roger, Mark, and Angel. Oh, but that's the only problem is some songs I probably named differently in my head. You'll See, Benny, Mark, Roger, Collins, and Angel, Tango, Maureen. So so one of the things I guess is we do kind of get an idealized relationship with Tom and Angel. We don't learn a lot about the relationship. We just see them kind of as more fully realized as equals in their relationship, and it really being just a loving relationship. But the Roger and Mimi relationship, and then the Joanne and Maureen relationships are a little bit different. Okay, let's see. Tango Maureen offers that first version of it because Joanne and Mark, because Mark had dated Maureen in the past, they're kind of relating to the up and down relationship that you have when you're in love with Maureen. Okay, next up is support, and this happens at the first support meeting, right? Then Out Tonight is sung by Mimi. Another Day, Mimi Roger, an ensemble, Will I, Steve and Company, Christmas Carolers, Santa Fe, I'll Cover You. Okay, so I'll Cover You is an important one. I can't remember if it's I think those are so the most important ones are I'll Cover You. When we're talking about Brainbots, man, every time I change things though, the page jumps. So I'll Cover You is a song about, so that's, I guess that is where we see the idealized love that Angel and Collins have, or Tom, however you want to say it, and that, because they're covering each other in 1,000 kisses or 10,000 kisses. I can't remember how many kisses there are. Yeah, maybe we could look at the lyrics for that. I don't think we have to get into every song. So then we have Christmas Bells Are Singing, Over the Moon with Maureen, La Vie Boheme, Part A, then I Should Tell You, then back into La Vie Boheme. And that's the end of the Act 1. Oh, I guess I Should Tell You. So some of these go run towards Brainbots and some run away. I guess that's why this musical is so good. Goes back, so we had Rent, which would be Sternbot. Then I'll Cover You. And the fact that love will is the most important thing. I mean, that ends up kind of being the message that I took away from it, and love in the present moment, and love of imperfection. I jumped way ahead there, didn't I? We were just finishing up Act 1. So yeah, I'll Cover You is not that's not a Brainbot. That's what should we call it? A kiss. That one could be Kissbot. Yeah, there we go. Kissbot. Then I Should Tell You runs contrary, where it's that, particularly Mimi and Roger, but a lot of people are holding on to things, and holding on to things inside themselves or what they expect to others, to prevent them from being vulnerable and in love, I guess. So this is a simplified, so please don't, if you're expert on this stuff, I'm just winging it here. And so they're telling, that song is kind of them, and it gets repeated, I should tell you, or I should have told you the truth, but I just can't let this down, or, I don't know, to me, and again, this is just my takeaway, this is not a intellectual or actual artistic interpretation, but that it's I can't, it is about love and acceptance, and that love is acceptance almost, and these characters just at this stage in the show, and actually in a relatable way, it's man, you gotta shed a few more tears in order, or things that cause a few more tears before you'll be able to let this go and accept that, it's okay to love and be loved as imperfect people, and people with I don't know, maybe, so I mean, and that's definitely something that my Brainbots cannot accept. So I Should Tell You is definitely one of the most Brainbot-y things in the play. I mean, because actually the Rent bot is they're full of this youth, right? in this artistic, like youth perspective, each character kind of represents that in a different way too. Of like, yeah, like how, like we're supposed to pay rent, but we don't, we have strong feelings about it. So I should tell you, it's more of like, the Brainbot is saying, don't tell anyone. So what's a good name for that Brainbot? I should tell you. Down low Brainbot? No, I don't know. DLB. Down low Brainbot. There we go. Just DLB for short. But don't worry. So right now, I think the Kiss Bot, we've got the Kiss Bot and the Stern Bot and the DLB. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the songs. Okay, then we have Seasons of Love, which is one of the more, I guess, like a song that's like was used at least after this musical in a lot of auditions and stuff like that. And that just my experience, because I haven't had this experience. I've just heard it from others. It's like people in theater kids are over it, but in context, is like in the musical, it's great. But I think that like we might not need that one. But the Seasons of Love is, it's more of like, it fits thematically. What am I talking? I'm putting you to sleep, right? Okay, so we have Happy New Year, Voicemail 3, Happy New Year, Take Me or Leave Me, Seasons of Love, like B, or reprise, a kind of. Okay, Without You, Voicemail, Contact, I'll Cover You, Halloween, Goodbye Love, What You Own, Finale, Your Eyes. Okay, where's the other song? I don't know. Where are we? Let me see what time we're at. All right. Well, so I think that I guess it's like the Seasons of Love is like the song I'm thinking of. Like, how do you measure a life? Like, it is like in this amount of minutes, but it's really about love. But I think the two things, let's see, the two brain body things in this second act are these, they come pretty quick. It's like Take Me or Leave Me with Maureen and Joanne, and then Without You with Roger and Mimi. But Seasons of Love's kind of tucked in the middle there. But there's also, I thought there was one more thing in there. Maybe it's Without You. Seasons of Love, Contact. Well, I don't know the names of the songs. It's not important. But so, I don't know. The songs that really showcase what's starting to happen. Oh, wait, I know now when it happens. Is like right after on Halloween. So maybe it's all part of the Halloween song. Oh, I guess that's Goodbye Love. Okay, where's my point? So my point is that at some point in the second act, what happens is that... So we learn more about Maureen and Joanne's relationship, and that one, I guess it's like the external versus the internal, maybe? I don't know. At least, okay, I just can only talk about my experience, right? So for me, Mimi and Roger was more about this hiding away on the inside, internal secrets, or things I had to keep that, like, I should tell you, right? Maureen and Joanne more represent, to me, the external, right? Joanne and Maureen are in love, but Take Me or Leave Me is kind of like Maureen's attempt to say, hey, like, this is who I am. This is what I'm like. And I'm a little bit over the top. I'm a little bit, I'm imperfect. I am who I am, and I'm not perfect. And I do get and give a lot of attention, and I do like prefer like a spotlight a lot of the time. But also, isn't that what you love about me? And so, do you want to be with me or not? But I'm definitely not ever going to be perfect. I don't think that part's said in there. And what I really like about this part of that, like Act 2, is that there's a lot of tension to me. You say, Scoots, how much is this stuff you just project? I'd say, how much of this is projected on the musical? That makes it a good musical, okay? 100%, I don't know. But so, I don't know, there's just this tension in here. Even, I mean, the tension, this is how good the musical is, because the tension was there even on the fourth time I watched it within 48 hours of like, hey, it's clear all 4 of these characters are that there is love and attraction and connection present, but there's also like the same imperfections that they're being asked to accept is also what's preventing them from accepting it. And in the end, I think like there are much more bigger important themes within the musical than these. But when we talk about Brainbots, like the messages really come down to like it's really important to live your life today and to love today, and loving kind of means like loving imperfection or realizing you're worthy of love and everyone's worthy of love. Again, these may be only my imaginations, but when we talk about Brainbots and Sleep With Me, I think that's really, it's really what it comes down to. So basically with the rest of our time, let's see, we got Sternbot and Kissbot, DLB. I don't know. I think we need like a couple more, Brainbots to like positive bots. We got Kissbot. I mean, if we had 10,000 Kissbot, is it 1,000 Kissbots? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of anything else that's going to make it more theme parky. But, well, I guess no, because like, even though the song, I'm not a theater kid, so I can say Seasons of Love is a bot. We'll think of a name for it. And then we have the Take Me or Leave Me, which again also offers this viewpoint to me of this all or nothing thinking. I mean, I can see like the exasperation of like, hey, just decide here because I can't change who I am for you. So you either got to decide 100% or 0%. But it's more like it's different than that. That's what a Brainbot's interpretation of it would be. Versus, hey, could you just risk that love is not all good feelings all the time, and it's also wading into this imperfectionism. Okay, so we have Sternbot, Kissbot, DLB, Seasons of Love, what kind of Brainbot, what would we call it? That, we could call it Angel Bot, I guess. We'll just call it Angel. I mean, because like Angel would be the one. Angel would like have fun. It'd be fun to be at a theme park with too. And then the kind of Take Me or Leave Me. That's all or nothing bot. I think that bot would be called Zero because it's like a switch. Like it's either all or nothing, man. Zero bot. And then let's just say we're inviting BB-8 along as a sidekick. Okay, so let's just pretend here that we have Sternbot, Kissbot, DLB, Angel, Zero Bot, and BB-8. And we're all headed to a theme park together. And actually, like, Alicia Stella kind of is really well known for coverage of Epic Universe, which is not open. It's a theme park that Universal's working on opening. So let's, like, get a list of Epic Universe rides. Okay, so I just hit that, Google it, and let me just see if I can find this on Alicia Star's theme. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, so yeah, you could go to OrlandoParkStop.com, and we're going to open it up, and let's just see what would be possible. So let's just look. So we have one ride, which is 2 rides next to each other called Starfall Racers. So that would be very competitive. So I think that would be fun if there was a way where it was like we had the theme park rented out. We could put Kissbot, Angel, and BB-8. I'm just presuming BB-8's well adjusted, but. So those 3 could go on one of the Starfall Racer coaster. Looks like there's a green one and a yellow one. And then Sternbot, DLB, and Zero Bot would go on another ride. Like they would go on their coaster. And that one seems to be kind of themed to, it's not, there's not a lot of details out yet, but that it's like, space themed and stuff like that. And that's in like the Celestial Park portion of the thing, I think. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, it's got its own sort of portal entry, so they could, we could go side by side. There's an entry tunnel and roof, and that looks really fun. There's also, after that, we could also go on the carousel ride. It's a covered carousel, it may be called Constellation Carousel, and it seems like a lot of it's going to be shaped after constellations. I think Angel should be the one to lead, not just because Angel has like a celestial type name, but that because Angel would know better than me how to match the different Brainbots with constellations. But I think that would be cool. Like, I don't know, like throwing out there, is Persephone the most kissable constellation? Or is it Aphrodite? Angel would probably know better than me if those are even constellations, and put Kissbot on one of those. Or maybe Angel would do the opposite and say, okay, the most unkissable constellation is, I don't know, is there like a frog, like a toad? The great toad, of the northern, whatever. I don't know if there's a toad. I hope for all toads' sakes. I mean, there's there's toad land. There's going to be toads at another part of this park. But I would say that maybe Kissbot could ride a toad. Might be better. And then Sternbot would have to ride. I don't know, would Sternbot ride? I'd say something warm but not too hot. So not Sol. S-O-L, not S-O-U-L, or, anything too, like that, but maybe, I don't know, what would relax Sternbot enough to say, maybe we don't have to do everything perfectly and buy the book according to the authority figures. I mean, maybe there's some points in there maybe we just don't have to think about it in an all or nothing way, and, yeah, so Sternbot would be on the most relaxing. I don't know. What's the most relaxing? Yeah, I guess it could be a sleepy constellation. Okay, then DLB, that's like keep it all inside, man. Don't let it out. Don't let people see what's on your insides. I was thinking of the dude from Electric Company for a second, but, that's a deep reference. He was an example of human what is that called? Not autonomy, but anatomy. But I would definitely say that whatever, who would you tell what celestial figure's the best listener and seems like loving, where you could let your guard down, right? I mean, I have no clue, right? But you could just say the great ear. Oh boy, that ear from didn't Pee Wee Herman have a fake giant ear at one point? I don't know, but I mean, maybe there could be a Paul Rubens as Pee Wee kind of. I would definitely put that as I would name if naming constellations. Pee Wee's ear would probably not be top. But Angel would know. See, Angel, what's the best, which celestial being or constellation is the best, is really going to be a good listener for DLB to ride? Because I guess the goal, all these things would be like, we're already in the musical, man. This has already been figured out. But the goal would be to leave the theme park in the same state of that you leave when you leave the musical. You say, okay, well, that was quite a variety of experiences, but now I really want to have a takeaway that I today should love and let myself be loved, even if sometimes you got to do that for yourself and be say, hey, I am worthy of love, and I'm not perfect. I'm doing the best I can. So I don't know, okay, so then Angel, I don't know, what, do we say which one? Kissbot, we said. What, which, I I mean, I guess it'd be cool if Angel was riding the sternest of the all, the grouchiest of all. You say Scooter's forehead? Is that a constellation I don't know about? Yeah, you'd say the furrowed brow. I think that would be like Angel would. They'd say this brow is unfurrowing. Like we've been doing ride testing for 6 months, but suddenly this brow is unfurrowing. So that's who Angel would ride. 0, take me or leave me. Can't accept other people. So who is the most what? So far, I've come up with none of these, but we'd find a constellation that's the most open arms of Morpheus, or any other constellations that have an open embrace of love. I mean, is this a thing too? We'd need more constellations that are just like, yeah, I can love you, and maybe my love will help you kind of be more loving. And, as you love yourself, you do change too, but we don't have to be so strict in our, if we expect somebody to be 100% perfect, we're just going to end up, see, Mark never said that. Mark was like running solo most of the show or all the show. And Roger does call Mark, so I think, Mark's kind of like BB-8, and I'm thinking about it. I don't know, like they remind me of one another. Mark had a striped scarf on. I mean, I think that Anthony Rapp is kind of the quintessential Mark. So I don't know what that means for. And then we have 0. Who would 0 that's take me? Sorry, 0. I forgot you had a name. So I guess another way to do it would be like that 0 could ride something that's plentiful and organic. That shows organic plentitude instead of like some sort of ones and zeros plentitude. Because at least in this version, it was slightly updated, but just in some of the content. But that Maureen kind of represents, like Maureen's performance, leap of faith. And that one's like very dreamlike and jump over the moon. I mean, that's like another hidden message in there. I think I got it, but at least at one of the shows. But yeah, that's in the end what is being asked of all the characters, right? And I mean, the biggest leap of faith is kind of taken by Tom and Angel. And then being asked kind of for Roger and Mimi, because it's like they feel much closer to the big farm, particularly at this time period that the musical was created. And so, but I mean, at the end, Tom kind of returns to friendship, in making this return leap of faith. And in a sense, Tom becomes Tom could show up at this one just as the, whatever the center of the carousel. Okay, let's see if we have any other attractions we could look up real quick. There's going to be a fountain show, dining locations. There's going to be a part of the park with multiplex. There's like a Donkey Kong ride. I don't know, or what snacks would the characters get? Well, I don't know what else we could. I mean, I think the carousel's pretty good. Like Super Nintendo World, Bowser, they're going to have Bowser's Place, Mario Kart, and this Donkey Kong attraction. You think there's something with Yoshi, too, but I don't really know Yoshi. It's funny, I don't know anything about Yoshi. I mean, I know I like playing Yoshi in Mario Kart, but I don't know much else about Yoshi. Looking forward to learning more. But yeah, I think this is a nice place to just put all these characters on the carousel, and they're circling around and around, up and down, music's playing, and eventually, because this is just a dream, sequence, they could cover each other in 1,000 kisses. I mean, that would be actually, because that could be the game. Because once upon a time, I think, way before my time, and obviously you can't do this in reality, I don't think, but there used to be a game where if you're on a carousel, you'd try to grab rings or something like that. off of hooks. I don't know if you got a prize or what happened, but like that could be there could be like you could blow kiss. I think that would be the contest that we could get them. I think this would be good. Angel could easily get this hyped up, and this is something we can try to replicate. I don't think we could do 1,000 kisses, but that's the thing. Like from now on, this is moving forward. This is the takeaway from the entire episode. How many kisses can you blow when you're on a carousel? I mean, right? And then how many kisses could you catch? Like, because that would be both sides of it, right? Okay, you like, and I mean, this could be just all take place in your mind, right? If you're not comfortable blowing kisses to strangers, or but at a theme park, I don't know if you could get 1,000 kisses in. I mean, maybe if you wrote it, I bet you could get I think you could get 100 kisses in, maybe. I mean, like, is it 10,000, 1,000 kisses, 10,000 kisses? But yeah, set a goal for the rest of your life. You say, I'd like to give out 10,000 kisses, blown kisses, not kisses, real kisses. I mean, you could kiss, like, you could just do it where you're kissing your own bicep or your shoulders, before you get on and while you're on. I mean, that, like, I think you gotta hold on to the bar though. Like, or whatever that thing, the pole. But what if you're doing that in your mind too? Okay, here we go. Here's another way to do it. Every time you see a carousel, pretend everything on the carousel is blowing you a kiss, and you're catching those kisses. I mean, that could be like the meditative thing you run in your mind. I don't normally do those, but imagine a carousel spinning. And as each carousel character, in this case, celestial figures, passes, a kiss flies off their lips and you're catching it with your hand or your cheek. You could just slowly move your cheek side to side and you feel their kisses. And each kiss is you accepting their love and accepting that you're lovable. And that's pretty nice. And you do that as you circle and circle, and realize that that's what some of us need, or some of our Brainbots need, like BB-8. BB-8, you don't need more kisses. You're getting enough, okay. But Zero Bot and DLB and Sternbot, and then maybe we could hold them, in our arms, and let them, model for them, and then show them, oh yeah, look at all those blowing you kisses. Look at that. And it could be at other parks, right? There's to go Snuffleupagus blowing you a kiss. There's the Lego seahorse blowing you a kiss. I don't know what that is. Pink elephant just blew you a kiss. There's a regal horse blew you a kiss too. It's pretty nice. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Very different, but hopefully with a message that, yeah, it's not easy to soften ourselves, or not easy for me in this way. And I appreciate the reminders coming from Rent and coming from Alicia Stella and Orlando Park Stop and the Trevor Project. To love a little bit more and to love kind of through action. And sometimes that's what works for me, aside from all this, is like, sometimes that softens me to let my heart love and be loved. So 1,000 kisses to all of you. Good night, everybody. All right, I want to thank everybody that joined Sleep With Me Plus recently. I want to thank Matt, Isabel, and Jen. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Lauren, Angelina, and Mitchell. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Mark, Benjamin, and Jan. Thanks, and good night. Emily, Lori, and Simon. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Emmerich, Tanya, and Sarah. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Anlin, Madison, and Chad. Thank you. Thanks, and good night. Heather, Janet, and Paige, thank you, thanks, and good night. Aaron, Brett, and Barbara, thank you, thanks, and good night. Debbie, Rebecca, and Corey, thank you, thanks, and good night. And Rachel, Jen, and Huxley. Thanks, everybody who supports the show directly on Sleep With Me Plus or Apple Podcasts. It's so hard to be able to be here for you free twice a week. And here's either Scoots with a Tuck You In recap or a Tuck You In sponsor. But you could support the show directly. You could spread the word about the show. Join our referral program. That's free. You recommend people to free podcasts, you get rewarded. So check that out as well. Thanks and good night.